Hello beauties, so today we are going to be doing this look. So it is a nice smoky eye look with our same Moonstruck Addiction palette number 2. We are going to be using 3 colors. We're going to be using Honorable, which is like a matte taupe, Cocky, a matte dark brown, and Perplexed, which is a shimmery gray brown cool color. So if you are interested in seeing how to get this look, then please keep watching. Okay, so I have already applied the Glorious Face and Eye Makeup Primer. Typically these come in 2 separate things. Typically there's a face makeup, like a face primer for your makeup, and then there's an eyeshadow primer. This is 2-in-1, which is really pretty amazing. Get that stuff done, you know, in one thing. Also, this one is sort of like a gel like base, so it's really light, so it doesn't feel like something super heavy that you're putting on before you put on your makeup. So it really sort of blends, goes in quickly, and you're good to go. So it will keep your eye makeup on longer. It'll make the color look a little more vibrant because it sort of sticks to the primer. And it's just a great way to try to not have to touch up your makeup throughout the day, because I don't think most of us have time to do that. So let's get started. So I've already primed my eye, so we're going to close up for this. Okay, so I've already primed my eyes and done my brows, as well as my face makeup, which I think is a good idea because you really want, when you're doing a dark eye look, you really want your face to be kind of as flawless as you possibly can, so that the focus can really be on the makeup. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use an angle brush, and I'm going to use the dark brown matte color in Cocky. Okay, so we are going to use an angle brush, and we're going to dip that into the color Cocky. And this is going to sort of create a line, because you don't really want your smoky eye to be, you know, going everywhere. You really want to sort of contain it. So I say to sort of follow the line, and then just sort of put that in. Okay, and then we'll keep checking to see that we're staying true to our original plan there. Just kind of work it all the way down, and then you can sort of push it in so that this is where we want the makeup to be. We don't want it to go outside of this. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to go use sort of like a flat shader brush and use the color Cocky, again the dark brown, and we're just going to focus on the lid for this. And we can just color in the entire lid. Again, this is a matte dark brown. And then we're sort of coloring all the way up to there, and we're going to give it a little bit of a, like an angled cat eye type of look, but we're going to keep the darkness. I know it looks wild now, but give it time. We're going to keep the darkest portion of it. It should be on the outside of it. Okay, so on the eyelid, and then again sort of on that outer corner to make it a bit of a darker straight line. Okay, and once we've got it pretty shaded in and shaped, okay, this is looking pretty good. Okay, so then we are going to use our finger. As you know, I tend to like to use my fingers instead of brushes. And we're going to go into Honorable, which is the taupe color. Okay, and we're just going to start putting that up here and sort of blending out how dramatic that line is on the inside. So it's okay to keep the dramatic line here, because we don't want our eyes to look droopy. We don't want it to look like we have a whole bunch of makeup everywhere, but we do want to sort of eliminate this line from being so dramatic looking by adding this taupe color and just sort of softening it. Okay, so we're just continuing to add that until we get the look that we want. So we're really sort of softening it, but keeping the shape. And again, the darkest portion of this should be to the outside of our eye. We want to keep that as a reasonably clean line. Okay. All right, and now we're going to continue with Honorable, and we're going to go to our lower lash line. And we're going to go all the way across. Again, this is the matte taupe color, Honorable, all the way across the lower lash line. Okay, just kind of blend it together. All right, and now we are going to use the, sorry, I had a crazy look there. Now we're going to use the Perplexed Shimmery color. So this is going to go all over. This is going entirely over from the eyelid all the way up. We're still going to concentrate it on the outside, but we're going to blend it in as we go. Okay, and this is just giving some shimmer, giving some depth. Okay, it's adding two colors that we already have. All right, and this is going all over, and again, we're blending it because we don't want it to be like a strict line. The only line we want to try to keep the integrity of is this outer edge because we don't want it to drag our eye down at all. Regardless of our eye shape, it's flattering to keep it sort of looking winged and shaped that way. And then we can sort of back up to make sure that we are keeping our, keeping the same look as the other eye. As I've said, we want to make sure they look very similar, so we're going to put some more Perplexed onto the lid. We'll go back in. Some more Perplexed onto the eyelid. All right. And then we are also, and we're going to be really careful about this, but we are going to put Perplexed on the lower lash line as well. So we don't want to have a lot of fallout, which means we don't want the product to fall down like onto our cheeks. We can remove it with some powder, or the Shine Makeup Remover wipes that Younique has are really great to just sort of, and we could also use that if we mess up our line here to sort of like shape it up. But we're going to very gently and very carefully put on Perplexed color all across our bottom lash line. So this is the shimmery dark color. And we'll put a little extra towards the outer edge. Okay, and try to sort of join it up with the rest of our makeup, but we're not gonna, destroy the integrity of that line. All right, so now, that was pretty quick, right? Now we're done with the eyeshadow. And we are not going to use eyeliner. We are going to go straight into our mascara. So since we have our lid already with such a dark color, I don't think we need any, sharp definition with eyeliner. If you prefer, if you're an eyeliner type of person and you want to do it, you absolutely can. You could do either the dark brown or the black, whichever you prefer. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go straight into mascara. Okay, so I am going to be looking a little bit off to the side for this because I have a mirror right here that gives me a clearer picture than the camera does. So I'm going to start, of course, with my transplanting gel on the top lashes, coating from root to tip, trying to coat every lash. Maybe I'll look this way, maybe that'll make it a little bit easier for you guys to see. Okay, and then go into the fibers and again go like halfway to the tip. I feel like you can just tell right away that the lashes are much longer and thicker looking immediately. Okay, back into the transplanting gel. Okay. And then as usual, I would do fibers again. But since we're doing more of a smoky eye and a night out look, normally I would stop right after this. I would do this last coat of transplanting gel to seal it in. But you can do as many coats as you want. And since this is more of a fun night out look, I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to do one more coat of the fiber lashes. So one more set of fibers on the tips to try to thicken it up. And that last coat to seal it in. And I'm going to do the lower lashes, which I typically don't, but of course you can do whatever works for you. So for this type of look, I do want to do the lower lashes. I'm only going to do one of the transplanting gel, and then one of the fiber lashes, and then finish with the transplanting gel, just because my lower lashes aren't very I don't have very many, so it doesn't always look great to put too much on them, but it does absolutely make a difference. Okay, so I'm going to end with one last coat on there. A transplanting gel, so I'm sorry if this isn't super clear in the picture. Okay. And then here we have the finished look. So we have our smoky eye, and I'm wearing the Opulence lipstick. The color is Upscale, so it's very much a more of a neutral lip. So we've got like a pink, like a light pink type color. But of course, I know traditionally they would say only emphasize one feature. So if you're doing a smoky eye, do a neutral lip. But I say do whatever you want. So if you want something a little more exciting, hold on. Okay, so here is a brighter lip look because, I mean, if you can't do what you want with makeup, you know, what can we do? So this is the Lucrative lip gloss in the color Lovesick, and the lip glosses are pretty cool too because, well, they're not super sticky. They're not those type where you feel like when you do that, your lips are like really sticking together and it's thick. It doesn't feel like that. It's really nice. So this is a shimmery, sort of a bright pink in the color Lovesick. Okay, so you can do whatever look you like. I really like this as a night out smoky eye, and you don't have to use black as we based it in a dark brown. So I hope you enjoyed, and please post any questions or comments in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching.